hip-hop since 1987.com.
Yeah. Welcome back to Hip Hop since 1987. First, father and son tandem, my dad and me. I am dad.
And I am me.
And we back again for y'all. We ain't going nowhere. We here every week. We gonna give it to you like you needed to hear.
Yeah.
So what's going on, Amir? Talk to us, baby.
Yeah, we missed last Sunday, so we got a lot to cover.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
Yeah. So the NBA trade deadline passed, all of that stuff. So
okay, and like this, what's going on? What is the losers? What's that?
All right, next slide. So let's move on to the first slide. D'Angelo Russell and Andrew Wiggins swapped teams, and
why?
I think the Warriors won that trade.
Why?
First of all, the Warriors know they're not going to win anything today, and you can't. We all knew Curry, Clay, and D'Angelo Russell wasn't going to work on the same floor together all at once. They traded D'Angelo Russell to the Timberwolves. They got Andrew Wiggins, which is a nice 3, and they got a first out of that. Well, that's next year first, and they got a second. I think that trade was perfect for them. They probably couldn't have any other better option. And then D'Angelo Russell got what he wanted. He went to the Timberwolves with his best friend. And you want to know what else that? You know what?
Who is his best friend? Cat?
Yeah. And you know what their other best friend is? There's three of them. And he might be going to the Timberwolves, which I won't be surprised if he do.
Yeah, I just seen it. I'm gonna take a guess.
Yeah.
Not Evan Turner.
No.
He might be going to the Timberwolves?
Not this year. I'm saying like in the future though. Like I wouldn't be surprised.
And you said D'Angelo,
it's D'Angelo, Cat, and they got that one more. They got that one more front. He's a superstar.
A superstar?
He's a superstar.
Oh wow. It's only about 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah. Not like Curry.
Yeah.
But like he's an all-star. But he didn't make the all-star team. That's your hint.
Clay?
He got robbed. No,
He got robbed.
Devin Booker. He even said himself, he said it's a shame, like I wanted him here and the Suns wasn't making any moves to get him. And he's like, he was upset and
stuff.
stuff.
Who said that?
Devin Booker. And you could tell that he was all upset because they didn't get Devin Booker, and the Suns been trying to help him out and it haven't been working. He been stuck here, the team haven't been winning. He really haven't got no help. DeAndre Ayton, I don't even know where he has been since college.
He been playing, he been balling.
Yeah, but not enough to help Devin Booker. Devin Booker trying to win.
He had 25. He was suspended for 25 games.
Yeah. But so I won't be surprised if he go request a trade to the Timberwolves. He said they're like my 2 best friends that I talked to in this league, Devin Booker and D'Angelo Russell. But the Suns didn't want to bring D'Angelo Russell in because they thought it was going to be a bad influence on him.
They don't even have enough to get Devin Booker over there.
Yeah, they don't. I don't like if they don't have to give up everybody in every pick besides Cat and D'Angelo, which
there it is.
It wouldn't be enough.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving to the next trade. Marcus Morris went to the Clippers. I actually like this, man. And they actually got Isaiah Thomas. It was a 3-team deal, but I'm not sure if they released him or bought him out. But I'm just saying, Isaiah Thomas, I feel bad for him. He was balled on the Celtics. They traded him for Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving did nothing for that franchise. Absolutely nothing for that franchise. And he left, and he hasn't been the same since those days. But I actually like this pickup for the Clippers. They just add bench, which is something they're already good at, and they're going deeper into it, Marcus Morris, which I actually like. They're really contending. They're really trying to go win this finals this year.
Yeah.
I mean, the Lakers don't have a bench. I think that's the only reason why the Clippers want to get them. The Lakers don't have a bench, a good enough bench to me.
I agree.
All right, next slide. I don't know why this trade happened. I don't know what was the reasons behind this. But Andre Drummond was traded to the Cavaliers. I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, Kevin Love wasn't in that deal at all. I don't understand. No one understands why they made this trade. But I guess they had something good out of it. I don't. Andre Drummond is young, a nice, like one of the best rebounding big men in the league. They just traded away Andre Drummond for picks. And I don't know why the Cavs did that either. I mean, he's 26. You could build him up, have Colin Sexton and what's the other guard they got? Garland. That could be a nice 1-2. You got a big man down the paint. So I could see why they did that, but the Pistons, I have no clue why they did that. Okay. All right, moving on. So this trade to me was like, it was well overdue. Iguodala had to get out of there. There was talk I mean, him and the young Grizzlies players was going back and forth on Twitter and everything like that. So they had to get him out of there.
They were going back and forth negatively?
It was so, I'm gonna tell you. So Andre Iguodala made some comment, and then Dylan, I forget his last name, on the Grizzlies.
McKenzie?
No.
Oh.
He made some comment about Andre Iguodala said, I can't wait for you to get traded so we can actually have people that wants to play with us here. And then John Morant put the speaking loud emoji. And then Stephen Curry posted a picture of Andre Iguodala winning the Finals MVP. And then that's how that started. And then they traded him. And I actually like this trade for both sides. The Miami Heat actually get a nice bench rotation, a nice defensive player in Andre Iguodala. And then the Grizzlies, they go and get some young killers. They got Josh Richardson. Forget the bull name. He's a nice small forward. Justin Winslow. He's able to shoot, able to go get the hole, which they building a nice young core. Go John Morant. You already see he's a superstar in the making. I mean, yeah, he's gonna win Rookie of the Year only because Zion didn't play all of his games. Because Zion, his lowest amount of points he scored was 15, so he's been balling. All right, moving on. 14 deal. Now the Rockets. I don't know why the Rockets did this deal. They gave up a first and Clint Capella to basically get Robert Covington out of all of this.
Now they playing small ball.
They playing small ball.
No center.
We'll get to that later. We'll get to that.
Okay, sir. I apologize.
And Clint Capella, he goes to the Hawks, and he got a long-term deal. And him with Trae Young, the Hawks, they could actually do something next year. I mean, their season already done. They've done 12 wins so far, so they're not worried about this year. But I mean, if I was them, I wouldn't even focus on this year. But next year, they got a nice big man. They got a superstar, all-star, Trae Young at the point. They got Cam Reddish and DeAndre Hunter splitting minutes at the 2 and the 3. They got a nice young core. All right, moving on to Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. Now, did you see this dunk that he did, that LeBron did? No, it was like the same exact dunk that Kobe Bryant did, where he went, he dribbled to the lane, and then he did like that. Like, it was like under the rim, like a windmill under the rim. It was like,
a reverse windmill.
Yeah, on Instagram, I seen a clip of them two doing the same dunk side by side, and it was crazy. And LeBron was like, I think Kobe just came into my body and did it, and did the dunk for me, because he said, I don't remember doing it. So I thought that was crazy, and that had to be said. All right, moving on to All-Star Weekend. Man, Aaron Gordon, I feel bad for you, Aaron Gordon. I feel bad for you. You got robbed for the second time. He should have 2 trophies right now. He said it himself in the press conference. He said, I'm done, bro. I'm done.
Did?
Yeah, he said, I'm done with it. He said, I feel like I should have 2 trophies, but I don't. He said, I'm going to go try the All-Star contest, which that's basically, you can't really get robbed in the All-Star contest. But hey, man, if I was you, I wouldn't go compete either. That dunk over Taco Fall should have obviously been a 50. Obviously. You see that dunk right there? Some people say Dwayne Wade will give him a nod because he wanted his Miami friend to win. Which, Dwayne Wade gave him a nod. I think it was Candace Parker gave him a nod. Yeah, and it was one more person. I forget who it was. But that was ridiculous. He should have won in 2016 where basically Zach LaVine copied his dunk in 2016 and he still gave him a 50 for it. And then this year, he get a 40. His dunk was obviously better than Derrick Jones Jr. Derrick Jones Jr. did a step in from the free throw line with a windmill. No, he didn't even do a windmill. He did like a step in Jordan type of dunk. It wasn't even from the free throw line. Where he did almost he almost did a vert over Taco Fall. And y'all gave him a 46? A 46? That's wild. I don't understand why y'all did this at all. Like, man, I guess I just don't understand. If I was him, I would never compete again, and I'd be done with it unless he's getting paid double the amount that all the other people are. Besides that, don't go back, Aaron Gordon. All right, moving on to the All-Star teams. When they picked these All-Star teams, I was so confused, man. I don't know. I mean, you did make a good point when I asked you about this. That Giannis, he picked all the people that wasn't like people around the world first. Like his team is like Team LeBron is way over him. He got it's LeBron, Kawhi, Luka Doncic. I was like, Giannis, what are you doing? But once again, Giannis, he did this last year too. Like the teams are very similar to last year. They're not that far apart, which I think they should have the same captains every year. So next year when they go to do this, they should have different captains and stuff like that. All right, moving on to the next one. Damian Lillard, Dame time. He wasn't able to perform. He wasn't able to play in the All-Star weekend, but he was able to perform. He had like a Mamba jacket. It was all nice, but he got robbed in over a game winner layup for the win. A game winner. He laid it. He was laying it up. It hit off the backboard. The Rudy Gobert blocked it, and they count that as like a regular block. And then after the game, they said it was goaltended, and he was like, "I don't care now. What y'all gonna do? Give us the win? Y'all can't do that. So why would I care now? There's no point of even saying anything." And so he got mad, went off, and they just basically robbed him for a win. And now they're ninth in the West, and now they're competing for a playoff spot, which I mean they might not even get it, which is scary. And that one could have possibly cost them, even though that should have been a game winner. All right, moving on to the next topic. Like going back to what you said earlier, they play a small ball. They haven't had a single player over their rotation over 6'7". Tallest person they had was 6'7", which I'm like, wow. You think they're gonna be able to win with this kind of lineup?
Not at all.
Nope. They beat the Clippers, then they turn around and get killed by the Hawks, which I'm like, wow.
And the Suns.
Yeah, no, that's who it was. They got killed by the Suns. They got out rebounded 52-29, which is wild. I don't know. I mean, Mike D'Antoni said he thinks it's gonna work, but of course that's what he's gonna say. He has to. He don't really have an option. But do I think it's gonna work? No, I don't know why or what. I guess he's trying to experiment something new. But when you got Harden, who's basically getting 40 points a game, and Russell Westbrook who's getting 40, I mean, I understand why you play small ball, but on the defensive side, people are going to constantly get offensive rebounds. It is never going to work for you. All right, moving on to the Philadelphia 76ers. I don't know what's going on with them. Not at all. What do you think? I mean, they showed promise against the Clippers, but once again, they only do this at home. They never do this away, which is like, why? Like, what's the... I mean, I understand about the away and home, like the, what is it? Like how they feel and how the players get there. I heard the advantages at home and away. But the 76ers, the way they play at home and the way they play away, seems like two different teams. The way they play at home is like contenders. The way they play away are like people that's tanking. I mean, who do you think is the problem? I'm still going back to Al Horford. I still don't think he can. I never liked when they picked him up and they let Jimmy Butler go. They didn't want to pay Jimmy. They rather
He didn't
pay.
want to be here.
I mean, yeah, that too. But I didn't like the Al Horford pickup. I feel like we paid him too much money for too long.
Okay.
So you think what do you think? Like the Sixers? I mean, Joel Embiid hasn't been playing up to his full potential.
I mean, this is the money time now. It's 20-something games left.
Mm-hmm.
The playoffs about to come. So I think we're going to see a different squad because it's about to go down. So I think they're going to shape up a little bit, and we're going to see a big improvement.
I mean, I hope so. This team needs to go. If you look at their past years, their second half of the season is way better than their first half, and hopefully they can continue this year and go what they did 2 years ago. Went on a 17 straight win. Went on a 17 win streak to end the season off. Hopefully they pull another one of those. All right, moving on to the Super Bowl. We gotta give Patrick Mahomes his respect, man. I had the 49ers winning this, which they led all game. They were good. They were looking good all game. As soon as that 5-minute mark hit in the fourth quarter, I don't know what Patrick Mahomes took on the sideline, what drugs he took or anything, but it was wild. I was like, he came back. It was a 21-10 lead, I believe. It was like a 2-possession lead. They ran like that, the play called the Wasp. It's like, it's bugging all over the internet. Everybody, they putting it in Madden now. They ran a play called the Wasp. Ever since that play, it's called the Wasp. That was the play that they ran.
What is it?
It's 3 wide receivers on the left. All the wide receivers are running to the right. So it like shades the defensive backs over. And then Tyreek Hill, he makes a fast cut to the left and the ball is right there to him. Okay. And it was just open. Ever since that play, they just started going off. And the 49ers blew a lead. And Patrick Mahomes, 3 straight games, all 3 games that he played were second half comebacks. He was down in the second half in all 3 straight games, and he came back to win the game. And the Super Bowl one was probably the best one. The Super Bowl one was probably the best one. Because the way that they came back and like how they did it was just shocking. The 49ers had a 95% chance of winning it before the 6-minute mark. So 95% chance.
He worth the $40 million?
What is he?
I'm just asking.
Is that a question or is that?
It's a question.
I think they should give him the bag. They're gonna give him the bag before the season starts. Him and Deshaun Watson will get the bag. If I was Deshaun Watson, I'll wait for Patrick Mahomes to go first, and then I'll get mine off him. If they get Patrick Mahomes 40, Deshaun Watson better ask for 35. If I was him, he was right there with him, and the team just folded against him. So if I was him, I'll wait till Patrick Mahomes get his money, and then I'm gonna go and get mine. Moving on to Lamar Jackson. Do you think Lamar Jackson needs to win the Super Bowl next year? Now, that's been going around. I don't think he needs to win the Super Bowl. I think he needs to win a playoff game. That's what I really think. Like, if he don't win a playoff game, then there's a problem. Something got to happen. Because he had 2 straight years where his team's doing good in the last final games, and then just folded in the playoffs, which is, wow. They better not fold again. If they fold again, I just can't. Something gotta happen. A coaching change, something. Because you can't be good in all 17 weeks in the NFL. Playoff coming, you just fold. Like, that's wild. Moving on to the next one. Tom Brady. You see, it's looking real likely that he won't be in New England again. Like, at all.
Why is that?
He's going out to test the market. It's officially. LA Chargers, they looking at him. The Raiders are now has the best chance of landing Tom Brady. I don't know what they're going to do with Derek Carr, but I think the real reason why Tom Brady wants to leave is because he wants to make his own legacy without Belichick. He want to do all that without Belichick, and Belichick wants to do it without him. But the only problem where it's like really not final yet is because of the owner. The owner do not want Tom Brady to leave. He don't want Bill Belichick to leave. He wants them to stay while both of them want to do their legacy without each other, which is going to make it hard. And then Tom Brady's not taking a pay cut this year. But the Patriots are always cheap on money, so they have enough money to pay him what he wants. But I think if I was him, I would not leave, not for a second. I would not leave New England. That'd be probably one of the dumbest things he'd do.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, if they don't want him,
if they don't want him, but like obviously they want him. I mean, the owner do, but Bill Belichick, he wants to show that he doesn't need Tom Brady to win, and then Tom Brady wants to show that he don't need Bill Belichick to win. But if it's working, why not? Why change it? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm sure you heard that. All right, Todd Gurley. Moving on, Todd Gurley. He might be out of LA. Like, seriously, they meeting with him. But I think they really messed up his career. Remember that Super Bowl year when they went to the Super Bowl? They fed that man 30 to 40 carries a game. You can't. And they talk about he be getting injured. When you feed him 30 to 40 carries, obviously he's going to get hurt. You can't just feed him 30 to 40 carries and think, oh, everything's going to be okay. No, that's not how life works. I'm sorry to explain it to you. All right, moving on to NFL free agency. Well, this is the Eagles, but the Eagles have 46 million to spend free agency. The most they had in years. What they gonna do with it is the question. I mean, I have some people that I want, but I'm gonna list to y'all the top 25 NFL free agents in 2020. Number 1, I'm gonna just list. It's not in order. You got Dak Prescott. I think he's gonna get a franchise tag, but because he asked for 40 million. He asked for like what 30 to 40 million before August, which I'm like, why? Like, who do you think you are? You ain't Patrick Mahomes. You need to stick to your worth. But he could possibly get around that because look at his divisional rival Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz getting 26 million. He can't even play a full healthy season. So I see why he asked for 30 million.
Wow.
Number 2, Chris Jones, a nice D tackle for from the Kansas City Chiefs, where he could be moving. I mean, I would love to see him with like the Falcons if they put him on that D line. I feel like that'd be great.
All right.
And then you got Amari Cooper for the
That's
Cowboys.
What I want.
I would love for him to go to the Eagles. Like if he goes to the Eagles, that'd be great. I mean, but do I think he's gonna go to the Eagles? No, but the Eagles have a lot of money. But 46 million is what they have at the start. That's without re-signing people. They gotta pay Malcolm Jenkins. They gotta pay a couple of their defensive backs. But they're still gonna have around 30 million to spend.
I'm about to say, so once they pay them,
they're gonna have like around 30.
Off the 46, right?
Yeah, they're gonna have around 30 million in free agency. Which go give him 16 million. I'll take it. Aguilar and Jeffrey and Deshaun Jackson, they can't stay healthy for 3 games. So you gotta have that true number 1 receiver. And you got Drew Brees. Well, he's gonna. His question is, he still have to consider if he wants to retire this year or go back to the Saints. Which I'm like, man, he's obviously not leaving the Saints. But the real question is he gonna retire? Is he gonna stay with the Saints? We won't know until April before the draft. Ryan Tannehill, he boosted his contract up this year with the Titans. I'm so happy for him and what he did with his contract, and he could be getting paid. The Titans, they should keep him. I mean, because Marcus Mariota ain't going to do the job. You already tested that. He's doing good with y'all. So give him his, $15 million he going to want a year? Give it to him. Byron Jones, cornerback from the Cowboys. The Cowboys are tight, so tight on money. They spent all their money on their O-line, so they don't have a lot to spend on other free agencies or their own. And they're going to use the franchise tag on Dak Prescott. So Byron Jones is going to pretty much be out there, which is a nice defensive back that the Eagles could actually at least look at. I don't care if he came from the Cowboys at all. And Jadavius Weirdo Clowney. I still can't get over this man. From what he did to Carson. Isn't going to say. What hurt the most is what he said at the press conference. It hurt them, but it helped us, though. I don't even want to see you be in the league no more. He didn't get suspended or nothing, so we're just going to skip over his bum self. Shaq Barrett, which is, some people might be thinking Robbie Anderson or somebody else should use the target. I think Shaq Barrett is what the Eagles should really target in free agency. But do I think the Eagles are going to get him? No, because the Eagles I can see it coming. Howie Roseman is going to do something stupid this offseason, which he is a smart guy, but he does make some stupid moves, which I think is going to make a stupid move this offseason and not going to get Shaq Barrett, which I think should be the number one target this offseason. But I don't know his list, and no one else in this world knows his list besides his coaching staff and his team. So hopefully they do get him. Jameis Winston, 30-30. 30 for 30. Where do I think it's going to end? I mean, if the
why tell people why you call him 30 for 30? 30
interceptions, 30 touchdowns.
You gotta tell people that.
He don't. I don't guess he can't. I guess he's colorblind or something, because he obviously can't tell the difference of his team and the others by the way he be throwing them. And the fact that he got that weird mindset. He thinks that, I can just easily decrease interceptions. I already got 30 touchdowns. Well, your receivers made half them plays. You didn't go out there and throw some dots or nothing. I think he's going to remain with the Bucs. Hunter Henry probably emerged as one of the biggest tight ends this season. A good tight end. You see what he done with Gronk. All these good tight ends. You see, this 1 year without Gronk. He didn't do that good without him. AJ Green. He didn't play a single snap this year. And Bengals. Yeah, he's a free agent.
What happened? He got hurt?
Yeah, he got hurt. He didn't play a snap this year. But why would he? Even if he wasn't, they wasn't going to win with him. But the Bengals might be getting Joe Burrow. If they should keep him. AJ Green, I think he still could be a good wide receiver. I'm not gonna say he's not what he once was, but I think he still can make some plays on the offensive side. Chris Harris Jr. Eagles. Howie Roseman, listen to me right now. There's about 20 good cornerbacks and safeties this free agency. You're gonna have roughly around $30 million to spend. If you don't pick up a superstar, a defensive back such as Chris Harris or Byron Jones, you will be a fool and you should not have your job. At least go to meet with them. At least try. They may not want to come here, but at least try. Throw some pitches at them. Right. Philly will love y'all as long as y'all do good. Once y'all doing bad, these fans go crazy at you.
It is.
You ready for this one?
Yes, I am.
Derrick Henry.
Oh my.
Yeah, they didn't pay him this year. I don't know what they was doing, and he proved to them that they should have paid him. So I don't know what they're gonna do, but this man he gonna set the market. I think he's gonna break the record for the most money as a single running back, which I think he should. Matthew Judon for the Ravens. Another linebacker out there, Howie Roseman. Another linebacker. But once again, I'm saying all these people that don't mean they're going to go to the Eagles, but I'm just throwing out names and stuff out there to tell you there's a lot of options for these Philadelphia Eagles to go get at. The Ravens are probably going to resign him because they have a lot of money. And Matthew Judon, he's young. He probably seen the promise and the progress this team can make. So he'll probably sign a 2 to 3 year deal. Justin Simmons, a nice free safety or strong safety for the Denver Broncos, who made a big mark this year. He emerged as one of the league's top coverage safety in 2019, earning a second-team All-Pro honors after snagging 4 interceptions with 93 total tackles. And he's only 26 years old. That's a nice strong safety that the Eagles could possibly go at. You know what team I'd like to see him with?
Who?
I like to see him with the Vikings. Him and Harrison Smith back there. I think that'd be a cold duo in that back there in that secondary.
That sounds about right.
Alright. Anthony Harris. This is he probably made one of the biggest come up this year. One of the NFL's most underrated players. Harris has emerged. He has had 9 interceptions over the last 2 seasons. Only 2 players have had more. No, like I said, he's not going to return. I think they should go after Justice Simmons and leave him alone. And I mean, that's another target for you. I mean, all these defensive players that y'all can go after. I think our offense is there. We just need a wide receiver to help pair up with Carson, and we'd be good.
Yup.
Bud Dupree. I remember I thought this boy was when he came out in the draft, I thought he was so good. I had so many high hopes on him, where I was like, man, I think he's gonna be one of the at least top linebackers. He proved me wrong, and like you said, he's not the top linebacker. But I think this is a nice linebacker. He could fill in an outside linebacker spot, make some tackles, and do what he wants. Yeah.
I need to call Howie up for you guys, because I don't
Howie
even know half of
needs
these players.
Phillip Rivers.
I know him.
He's officially not going to return to the Chargers, which seems like the Chargers are going to pursue Tom Brady heavily. That's what made it seem like, they're really about to pursue Tom Brady. They told Phillip Rivers he's not coming back. Phillip moved this team to Florida, which could be like, it's his kids. It basically is a team with his 17 kids.
He ain't got that many.
He got like 12. He got a lot though. He got his team. He basically is a team. He got a lot of kids, but that's what I'm saying. He could be going to Tampa Bay with the Buccaneers and stuff like that, which I think is I would actually like to see that fit. Their coach said if we could win with Jameis Winston, I think we could win with Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think everybody do.
Yeah,
Alright, I just named like 25 free agency now.
Yes, you did.
I'm gonna give y'all the ones I think the Eagles should target, the Philadelphia Eagles. Alright, moving on. Amari Cooper, I think they should be the first person, like one of the top 3 people that they target. Why? Because he showed that he's obviously a franchise wide receiver. He could be a number 1 wide receiver, and only one person shut him down this year. And it was the league best corner, Stephon Gilmore. He's the only person that shut him down. Besides that, he had a career year in getting over 1,200 yards. No, getting over 1,100 yards, and he did really good this year. I'm surprised. Moving on to the next person. Shaq Barrett, like I said earlier, he's the best linebacker to enter free agency, and the Bucs aren't going to be able to pay him because they're probably going to try to pursue Tom Brady or Phillip Rivers. So they're not going to be able to resign him. But they also already had a replacement for him as Devin White. He had a great year for them. But Shaq Barrett will be a free agent this year, and the Eagles, that should be, like I said, I'm putting this in order of who I think y'all should target. Shaq Barrett should be up there. I think he could be one of the. You just get the right core around them. You already got a good D-line who didn't do that good this year, but I think they could do good this year. Put that D-line in front of him. All you got to do is make the tackle. Something Nigel Battle missed, and they kept driving on us, Russell Wilson. And I think he'll be able to make that tackle, and we'd have got the ball back and had an opportunity to go down and score. But we're going to forget about that. Moving on to the next player, Robbie Anderson. I mean, if you don't get Amari Cooper, then go get Robbie Anderson. But don't get both. Because you still got Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson is really good still, but he just had a couple injuries. You still got Alshon Jeffrey, which I think is he capable of being a number 1 receiver like we've seen in the Super Bowl year. We see that he could be a number 1 receiver. But like I said, these injuries, which the Eagles did do good, they fired their entire medical staff. Everybody's was going. I'm talking like everybody, the whole medical staff was going. Doug Peterson has now made himself the head coach and an office coordinator team, which I don't like because some things that he be doing is still like idiot stuff. Like why? Doug Peterson is the type of coach to go for it on 4th and 5 in the first quarter.
Love it. I love it
until he misses. I mean, until he don't compete. And I'm like, come on, Doug, you shouldn't have went for it. But then when you do get it, we're like, that's my coach. But I mean, it's always a good and upside down. But I think he still should have had an office coordinator to help him there.
4th down, Dougie.
Yeah, and he loved them screenplays. Or maybe that was the office coordinator. I mean, he did like 3,000 screens this year. I got tired of him. Moving on to the next player. Matthew Judon. Matthew Judah. He didn't.
Who is these people, dog?
You don't know football if you don't know
I
Matthew
don't.
Judah. He emerged as one of the best linebackers this season. Like you should have. He making tackles. He was one of the best players on the Ravens defense. I think he was the best player in that Ravens defense. If you ask me, nobody was getting past that second level if they ran the ball. That's why he had like the top 3 rushing defense right behind the 49ers. That's why I think getting Matthew Judah will be a big upgrade to that linebacker position. Go get him and Shaq Barrett. I think that'd be a great duo. Moving on to the next free agent player, Bud Dupree. He's a nice linebacker that's able to go off the edge and some blitzes. Cause I know Jim Swerts, he loved his blitzes. He loved the blitzes. Third down, he say, all right, everybody get a man. If you don't got a man, you blitz it. And that's what he's doing. Third, it could be 3rd and 20. He's doing that. So I think adding Bud Dupree to there, I think he'd be a nice scheme fit. He could come off the edge, and he got a little bit of pass coverage, and he could make tackles, what every linebacker should do, except the Eagles linebackers, because they can't make a single tackle, which is sad. Moving on to the next player. Anthony Harris, that could be a big, because Malcolm Jenkins, he won't be back. I don't see them paying him at all, so I think Anthony Harris could be a big, he's a nice young safety who had 9 interceptions in the last 2 seasons, which is the 3rd most by any defensive back in the league, which I think is like, he showed that he could be possibly a superstar. But do I think they're going to get him? No, but Howie, I'm just giving you targets out there. Hopefully you're watching to see these targets that I'm giving you, because these are some good targets to upgrade this defense, because I know every Eagles fan out there want to see another Super Bowl. So please, 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 Howie, get us one. It all starts with the GM. All right, moving on. We're going to talk about the Deontay Wilder and, no, let's talk about Ryan Garcia. Did you see this fight on Valentine's Day?
No,
you even know who Ryan Garcia is?
Never heard of him in my life.
I thought you was a boxing fan, Dad.
I am.
You are? So how do you know who Ryan Garcia is?
He's not real.
He's not real. Dad, he's probably one of the... He's in a lightweight... I forget what division he's in. He's 21 years old, unbeaten, and like they keep hitting all these people kids are talking about he's gonna lose, been knocking them out. But I feel like he is dunking a Devin Haney fight. He's putting all these people in front of Devin Haney and keep dunking them. But next Saturday, we got the fight, possibly fight of the year, fight of the decade, and it's only the first year of the decade. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Who do you got winning?
Wilder.
You got Wilder? I mean, if Wilder don't knock him out, I don't see him winning. Wilder gotta knock him out. If it go to distance and it's a judge decision, I don't think Wilder's gonna win. If Wilder's gonna win, he better have knocked him out. I mean, if it goes to a judge decision, Wilder better have like 5 knockdowns on him. Besides that, I don't think he's gonna win. Why do you think Wilder's gonna win?
His power, man.
Yeah, he got one of the craziest.
Like he could be losing all 12 rounds, and with 30 seconds left, he could hit that man with a chick, boom.
That's what he did against the Bull,
And put him
Ortiz.
out. Yeah.
He was losing that whole entire fight. But I don't know, man. I've been thinking about who's gonna win. Tyson Fury, he's swift and able to move like a 150-pound man. But then he's 6'6" and doing all that. And he better not catch Deontay Wilder slipping, or he'll knock him down. I won't be surprised.
So
but
you got Fury in this?
I don't know. It's hard for me to choose because I see both of them. But Deontay Wilder, he only that one hand. Tyson Fury can't slip up not once. You slip up once, you're done. So I'm gonna go Wilder. I think Deontay Wilder gonna get this W and in the debate and hopefully fight one of Andy Ruiz or
No,
not Andy Ruiz, the Bull, the one Andy Ruiz fought.
Anthony Joshua. I
think he's gonna fight one of them. Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I have for today. And you got anything else to say, Dad?
No, sir. You did a great job. I know a few more NFL players that I didn't know. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You don't watch football. Stick to basketball.
Yeah.
I got Team LeBron winning the
I got you watching it. I don't have to.
Yeah.
Team LeBron.
XFL, and I've been watching that a little bit.
Who's over
XFL?
there?
You don't watch the XFL? They rules are ridiculous.
I have a life from there.
Dad.
I don't sit around baking my friends' cookies.
Dad, don't do that. Dad, I don't bake my friends' cookies.
Yeah, you're gonna see.
Let me explain the story. Let me explain the story. Let me explain the story. Please let me explain the story.
I wanna. This is a moment. I'm gonna pull up.
Please let me explain the story.
I need to record this.
So
you be on something else.
I'm gonna ask you a few questions along the way. I need you to answer. They're yes or no questions.
Hold on. Let me get this on.
All right. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm be ready because I'm gonna put this up because I don't like to be lied on or
Please. No, you lying on me.
I don't like.
You disrespecting my name around here.
No, I'm not. I'm
Yes,
just
you
speaking
are.
the truth, homeboy.
All right. So, do you like my cookies, the ones that I made? It's a yes or no question.
Can you rephrase that, please? I don't like the way you said that.
I make cookies, chocolate chip cookies.
Okay.
Do you like them? Yes or no? That's yes or no.
Love them.
Or you want like your weird diet, right?
Right.
And this incident was back in November, right? Like November, October-ish.
Right.
So let me tell you a story. I went to go make some cookies for me and my dad. We get in the car. My friend Dylan's back there. We was going to football. And I went to give my dad the cookies. He's talking about, I can't eat them. And then Dylan sat back there, so I just gave him the cookies. And my dad trying to turn things on me. Oh, weren't you making cookies for your friends? I don't like the way you saying it. I don't like the way you saying it.
Yeah, the story just you left out an important part. You knew I was on that weird quote unquote diet.
No, I
so when you made the cookies, I was like, oh, who I know for? He said, oh, Dylan. Dylan want to taste my cookies.
No.
I just made that up?
Yes, you did make that up.
Alright.
So, Dad, you are disrespecting my name.
And you did that. I gave the story right. So you saying, because I don't want to be given to Dylan?
Yes.
Okay. Dylan ain't say, oh, man, thanks for Mary, you made them.
I wasn't, I don't remember that. Maybe he did. I do not remember that. I don't want to lie or make a story.
Has Dill ever asked you to make some cookies? Like, I hear you talk about them all the time. Can you make me some?
Him and John did.
Okay. All right.
John, I think it wasn't Tayshawn. It was Tayshawn. This was like years ago.
So I'm just saying, you bake your man some cookies.
No, don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. See, that's where you get it all messed up at. We was outside,
Nothing
right?
wrong with that. I had bought my
and then
friend
everybody went in the house and we was playing manhunt. Everybody went in the house and it was just us three. And we ain't want to go in the house right now. And then Joelle, I think it was Joelle. And Joelle said something about some cookies. She said, you gonna make some cookies tonight? It was like, oh, I want some cookies. And I was like, I got a big old pan, so I'm gonna just make it for all of us. That's how that went. You say these asses, oh, still, like, you want some cookies? Like, no, I don't, like, you stay disrespecting my name.
No, I'm not. But thank you for the story, Springfield. I mean, that's your man's.
I'm gonna start disrespecting you on here. I'm gonna let things loose.
You'll be lying.
I won't be lying.
You'll be lying.
I won't be lying.
You have nothing on me.
What?
You'll be making stuff up.
What?
What? I fart in my sleep? What the
No.
I bet you could do.
Like the boy Jerry that just walk out of your room last night.
Yo! What's his name?
I think it was like Jerry John or something like that.
Ah!
He walked out your room last night.
So you said a man left my room?
Last night, not this morning. Last night. Last night.
Oh, okay.
Or was I seeing something?
No, you were high.
I don't smoke, drink, or none of that stuff.
You started last night, brother.
No, I see some man walk out your room with a full beard. I'm like, oh, why was he just in my damn room? You coming out smiling and stuff. I had to close and lock my door and continue to play my game like I ain't just see that. You know, I'm just saying what I saw.
I knew you 15 years, and this is by far the third lie you done told in your life. This is awful. It's awful. But thank you. We needed that moment right there. But thank everybody for tuning in. Mm-hmm. We gonna be here next week to give it to you one more time.
Yep.
And this is my dad and me. We signing off, and I'm Dad.
And I'm me.
There it is.